WYMT Mountain News at 5:30.
Good afternoon and Happy New Year. I'm Lacey Roberts. Our top story this afternoon. Earlier this week, we reported on a road bridging Jackson and Laurel counties closed due to flooding on Sunday night. Jackson County Judge Executive Shane Gabbard posted pictures on Facebook showing the flood damage to the bridge over the Rockcastle River. But a timeline for repairs are still up in the air. Here's Krista Frost with more.
It's a bridge that connects Jackson County to Laurel County for so many, but right now county officials don't know when Lowwater Bridge will reopen again.
Yeah, the gentleman that was here just a minute ago has a farm just on the other side of the river, and in order to get over there, he's going to have to go 18 miles out of the way with his tractor just to get over to where his cattle is because of the bridge being out.
All that rain we saw this weekend, that's what's to blame for this. Unfortunately, this is far from the first time the Rockcastle River has flooded this area.
Of 2019, we've had a little over $1 million worth of damage just from flooding on our county roads in Jackson County. We've been working with FEMA, me and Jamie have all year.
But all this damage has pretty much maxed out the repair budget in Jackson County. That's why they're planning on calling in people from Frankfort and other local offices to see if the beams and structure of this bridge needs work or not.
That's something that we're going to try to let the state engineer help us to figure out what's the best solution for the problem that we got.
And Jackson County officials say that they'll be contacting people in Frankfort tomorrow to get the ball rolling on those repairs. Just with it being the holidays, it made contacting those people in Frankfort fairly difficult. For now, reporting in Jackson County, Krista Frost, WYMT Mountain News.
For now, Everett Road in Letterbox is closed on both sides of the bridge until further notice. Law enforcement communities are mourning the loss of a canine. Nikki, a dog in the Boyle County Sheriff's Office, was killed in a crash Tuesday in Danville. What caused the crash remains under investigation, but officials are determined to figure out what caused the accident that took their furry friend.
Yeah, and we do have a close relationship with them. I mean, their agency's a block away, and we just want to do the best investigation we can for the canine, for his family, and our hearts do go out to him.
Police say they will reconstruct the crash scene and may do that late or night or very early one morning as not to disrupt traffic flow. Police say that Deputy McCoy was on duty at the time of the crash.
And it was just a beautiful start to the new year. And no, that does not continue as we head into the next couple of days. Let's go ahead and take you to some of those cameras to show you how gorgeous it was today. Looking at the National Weather Service camera in Jackson, just a few clouds here and there. And now with that sun setting, we're going to continue to see actually those clouds increase as we head into tonight. Buffalo Mountain here in Perry County, gorgeous up there, but a few more clouds. Like I said, we're going to continue to see those increase ahead of our next system moving in tomorrow. But temperatures very comfortable out there, mid to upper 40s. If you're headed out tonight, maybe headed out to dinner, just maybe bundle up a little bit, especially by the time the sun goes down. Now, as we look ahead into the next couple of days, soggy conditions return Thursday, continuing into your Friday, and then we're going to see those rain chances continue into Saturday. And with those temperatures dropping, yes, we could see that rain transitioning into snow and possibly a few flurries continuing even into your Sunday morning. So the system moves in Thursday. Looks like it's not going to get out of here by the time until we get a little bit later into your Sunday morning. We'll talk about the impacts and timing of the system coming up in just a little bit. Lacey.
Thank you, Paige. Protesters led by Iranian-backed militias threw rocks outside the U.S. Embassy in Baghdad and set fire to an American flag yesterday. Others smashed windows of a reception room on the perimeter of the compound. In response, Marines guarding the embassy fired tear gas while U.S. helicopters kept an eye on the unrest. The protesters followed deadly U.S. airstrikes on Iranian-backed militias in Iraq this week that were in response to the killing of an American contractor. The violence comes as American contests with Iran for influence over Iraq. At a New Year's Eve celebration, President Trump said he does not want war with Iran.
I want to have peace. I like peace. And Iran should want peace more than anybody. So I don't see that happening. No, I don't think Iran would want that to happen. It would go very quickly.
The State Department says American personnel inside the embassy are safe. In addition to the U.S. Marines who were sent from Kuwait to reinforce the compound, President Trump ordered about 750 U.S. soldiers deployed to the Middle East, and about 3,000 more are preparing for possible deployment in the next several days. The Pinellas County Sheriff's Office in Florida is investigating a shooting at Gandy Beach. Detectives say 2 men were celebrating the new year by shooting guns off over the water when one of the men ended up being shot. Now, detectives say they are investigating this as a self-inflicted gunshot wound. The man who was not shot drove the other to the hospital. He is in critical condition. No names have been released. Ringing in the new year means new laws taking effect across the country. This year's new laws include groundbreaking privacy protection and new charges for some owners of electric vehicles. Nichelle Medina reports from Los Angeles.
Surfing the web will be different for computer users in California.
And one of the requirements of the California law is on the homepage of your site that you actually display a button that says, "Do not sell my data."
The California Consumer Privacy Act now allows people to see the information companies collect about them and stop those entities from sharing it. That includes names, addresses, browsing, and purchase history. Illinois won't allow DNA data collection companies like Ancestry.com to share test results with health or life insurance companies unless users give permission. Minimum wage workers in more than 20 states are getting a raise. Some will earn as much as $15 an hour. Illinois becomes the 11th state to legalize recreational marijuana. Recreational use is also legal today in Washington, D.C.
The new year also brings new fees to electric vehicle owners. Many states are looking to plug into new sources to offset lost gas revenue.
New or higher registration fees take effect for electric vehicle owners in at least 8 states. The fees range from $50 in Kansas to $200 in Alabama and Ohio. In New York, no bail is required for people accused of misdemeanors and nonviolent crimes. California is the first state to ban discrimination based on natural hairstyles, including afros, braids, twists, and locks. And in Oregon, bicyclists can roll through stop signs.
They could keep their momentum going forward, but they still have to treat it as a yield
if they slow their bike to a safe speed. Nichelle Medina, CBS News.
In Washington state, anyone over the age of 4 but shorter than 4'9" who outgrows a harness seat must sit in a booster seat. President Trump spoke to the press before entering a New Year's Eve party at his Mar-a-Lago estate in Florida. The president tweeted Tuesday that Democrats are trying to protect former Vice President Joe Biden, who he has accused without evidence of wrongdoing. President Trump's personal attorney, Rudy Giuliani, recently returned from what he calls a fact-finding mission in Ukraine, looking into Joe Biden and his son Hunter.
The Bidens took millions of dollars laundered out of Ukraine. And the only reason they're getting away with it is because you and the press protect them.
Giuliani said he has plans for defending his client during the Senate trial. Majority Leader Mitch McConnell has blocked off the month of January to deal with an impeachment trial. Pope Francis celebrated the New Year's Angelus in St. Peter's Square on Wednesday in front of thousands who had gathered to listen to his message on World Peace Day. Before delivering his message, Pope Francis apologized for hitting the hand of a well-wisher who grabbed him and yanked him toward her. In his New Year's wishes to the public, Francis confessed to losing patience with the woman while he was strolling in the square the evening before to admire the holiday decorations. Focusing the rest of his speech on his peace message, the Pope thanked the many volunteers that in places where peace and justice are threatened, courageously chose to be present in a nonviolent and unarmed form. The pontiff also thanked those who joined a march for peace on Wednesday.